Hi guys! So today I'm going to show you how to create this look that I'm wearing right now. It's a golden summery look, and this is actually the look that I submitted for the 17 Beauty Smarties Audience Challenge Beachy Glam Beauty, which was basically to create a makeup look that you can wear like at nighttime that goes with beachy hair. So I don't have beachy hair right now, but this is the look that I came up with, and I decided to do a tutorial on it because I'm really happy with how it came out. But if you didn't know from my last video, I'm filming on a new camera. It's an HD camcorder that I got for my birthday the other day, and I'm still trying to figure out, this is like the first tutorial that I filmed with it, so I'm sorry if some things are weird. And also, I swear that there's not that much of a difference between like my face color and my neck color. Like, do you see that? That's ridiculous. It's a little bit different because the foundation that I use in this, or the tinted moisturizer, is a little bit too dark for me, but I promise it is not that much of a contrast in real life. I honestly look, it's ridiculous. I just wanted to apologize a little bit for the camera, but let's get started with the tutorial. Okay, so I'm starting off with no makeup on my face, and then the first thing I'm going to do is put on my e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer in Nude, and I'm just squeezing that onto my hand, and then I'm going to dab it on my face with my fingers. And then I am going to buff it out with my e.l.f. powder brush, which is just a flat top brush that I use for foundation, or tinted moisturizer in this case. So I'm just buffing that all over my face and neck. And then I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda Concealer Palette with a Target concealer brush, and I'm taking the lightest shade and putting it under my eyes to cover up dark circles. And then I'm flipping the brush over and using the shade below it, which is kind of greenish in tone, and I dropped the concealer palette. But I'm just taking that to cover any blemishes and some red areas. And then I'm just going to buff in the concealer again with my e.l.f. powder brush, and I just really like using this to blend the concealer and everything together. And then I'm setting the tinted moisturizer and concealer with my Matte-nificent oil absorbing powder in Ivory Nude, and I'm using the same brush again and just putting that all over my face to set the concealer. And I'm taking my e.l.f. Eyelid Primer, now we're on to the eyes, and I'm just putting that on my eyelid and blending it in with my finger. And I really like this eyelid primer, I just got it. And I'm taking an e.l.f. like C-shaped eyeshadow brush and putting Honey by Stila all over the lid. It's just an orangey toned gold from my In the Garden palette with that e.l.f. brush. And then I'm taking Half Baked from my Naked palette, and I'm using a crease brush from Target and putting that in the crease and up to just below the brow bone. So just that crease and upwards area. And then I'm taking an EcoTools smudge brush with, I'm taking Half Baked again, sorry, with the smudge brush, and sorry it's out of focus, but I'm putting that in my inner corner and under the lower lash line, about halfway in from the inner corner. And it looks super glittery, but it's really not that glittery in real life. And then I'm taking this darker bronzy gold color from my e.l.f. palette and putting it under my lower lash line and a little bit in the crease to define the crease. And then I'm taking a pale yellow color also from my e.l.f. 100 shadow palette with an EcoTools crease brush, and I'm brushing that onto my brow bone, as you can see. And then I'm taking an e.l.f. cream liner in Plum Purple with an angled liner brush, and I'm putting that on my upper lash line. It's kind of out of frame for most of it, so sorry, but I'm just putting that on my upper lash line, and then I'm winging it out a bit, as you can see. And it's just a really nice purple color that goes really well with the gold, because purple and yellow are opposites on the color wheel, so it complements gold really well. And then I'm taking my e.l.f. brow gel to set my brows, and I'm just, shaping them and everything. And then I'm going to put on a couple coats of mascara, and I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara on my top and bottom lashes to add some drama to the look. And that is the finished eye, except I got some mascara on my lid. I'm going to wipe off there, but that is what the eye shadow and liner looks like. And then back to the face, I'm taking my Tarte bronzer in Park Avenue Princess with a fluffy bronzer brush, and using this to contour my face, putting it under my cheekbones, on the temples, under the jawline, and on the sides of my nose. Fast forward. And then I'm taking Half Baked again with a fan brush, and I'm putting that on the tops of my cheekbones and using it as a face highlight to add to the goldenness and just give it a little bit more of a glow. And then I'm taking my powder brush again and just going over the bronzer and highlighter to tone it down a little bit because I don't want it to be too like shiny. And then I'm taking a Victoria's Secret BeautyRush gloss in a light pink color and just putting that on my lips, and it makes my lips look hot pink on the camera, but I assure you they are not that color in real life. It's more like just a light pink. And then I'm awkwardly posing and everything, and that is it for this look. So I will have a little outro and I will just leave you with this awkward posing. So this is my finished golden, I was about to say princess, but that's not right. This is my finished golden summer look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that it was helpful, and please comment down below and like this video and please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!